Miracle of Awareness, Seeing Life Clearly. Part 1. What is awareness? The forgotten miracle of being alive. The miracle we rarely notice. Every day, countless miracles happen around us. The sun rises, the heart beats, breath comes in and goes out without effort. Life continues with astonishing precision. Yet most of us move through these miracles without noticing them. We wake up, reach for our phones, replay worries, rush through tasks, and fall asleep exhaustedly to repeat the cycle again. Life happens, but we are rarely fully present for it. The Buddha called this state heedlessness. Modern life calls it being busy, but at its core, it is the same condition, living without awareness. Awareness is the simplest thing and the most forgotten. What do we mean by awareness? Awareness is not concentration. It is not thinking. It is not analysis. Awareness is the simple knowing of what is happening while it is happening. Knowing you are breathing while breathing. Knowing you are walking while walking. Knowing a feeling is present without becoming that feeling. Awareness does not judge. It does not fix. It does not interfere. It simply illuminates experience. The Buddha taught that awareness is always available. It does not need to be created. It only needs to be remembered. Why awareness is a miracle? We usually think of miracles as rare, dramatic events. But the Buddha pointed to a quieter miracle. That we are alive and able to know that we are alive. Awareness is what allows joy to be felt, pain to be understood, wisdom to arise, freedom to begin. Without awareness, even the most beautiful life passes unnoticed. With awareness, even ordinary moments become meaningful. This is why awareness is called a miracle, not because it is supernatural, but because it transforms how life is lived. Living without awareness, the normal human condition. Most suffering does not come from painful events alone. It comes from not seeing clearly. We react before understanding, speak before listening, judge before seeing fully, identify with thoughts and emotions automatically. When awareness is absent, life feels overwhelming. Emotions control behavior, thoughts feel solid and personal. Circumstances appear hostile or unfair. The Buddha did not say this makes us bad people. He said it makes us unaware. Awareness and the end of confusion. Confusion does not end by accumulating more information. It ends when we see directly. Awareness allows us to see thoughts as thoughts, emotions as movements of energy, experiences as changing processes. When this seeing happens, something shifts. We no longer ask, why am I like this? Why is life against me? Instead, we begin to see. This is a thought. This is a feeling. This is passing. This seeing is the beginning of freedom. Awareness is not cold observation. Some fear that awareness will make them distant or detached from life. The opposite is true. Awareness makes life more intimate. When aware, food tastes richer, listening becomes deeper, pain becomes workable, joy becomes cleaner. Awareness removes the layers of habit and resistance that dull experience. It does not pull us away from life. It brings us into life. The first step, noticing you are not present. Awareness often begins with a humbling realization. I'm not here. We notice that. The body is present, but the mind is elsewhere. The moment is unfolding, but attention is lost. This noticing is not failure. It is success. The moment we realize we were absent, awareness has already returned. Awareness does not require special conditions. You do not need silence. You do not need retreat. You do not need perfect circumstances. Awareness can arise while washing dishes, while waiting in traffic, while feeling anxious, while breathing in discomfort. The Buddha taught awareness as a way of living, not an escape from life. Seeing life clearly begins here. Seeing life clearly does not mean understanding everything. It means seeing what is actually happening instead of what we assume is happening. This clarity softens the heart. It steadies the mind. It opens the door to wisdom. Closing reflection for part 1. Awareness is not something to achieve in the future. It is something to return to now. It is the miracle quietly waiting behind every breath. Part 2. Living on autopilot, why we do not see life clearly. The strange way we live most of our lives. If we look honestly at our daily lives, a simple truth of most of the time, we are not truly here. We eat without tasting. We listen without hearing. We walk without knowing we are walking. Our bodies move through life, but our minds are often elsewhere, playing the past, rehearsing the future, or drowning in commentary about what should or should not be happening. The Buddha described this state as unawareness. Today, we might call it autopilot. Living on autopilot feels normal because almost everyone, but normal does not mean healthy, and familiar does not mean clear. How autopilot is formed. Autopilot is not a personal failure. It is a conditioned habit. From a young age, we are trained to think constantly, evaluate selves and others, solve problems non-stop, stay busy to feel valuable. Gradually, attention becomes trapped in thinking. Awareness, which once rested naturally in the body and senses, retreats into the mind. We begin to live inside our heads, rarely noticing what is actually happening around us or within us. The Buddha saw this clearly and taught that habitual thinking without awareness is the root of confusion. Thinking is not the problem. The Buddha never taught us to stop thinking altogether. Thinking is a useful tool. The problem begins when thinking runs without awareness. When thinking dominates, thoughts feel personal and absolute. Emotions become overwhelming. Stories feel more real than direct experience. We forget that thoughts are events in the mind, not commands, not facts, not identity. Awareness restores balance. It allows thinking to serve life, rather than rule it. The illusion of knowing. One reason autopilot is so powerful is that it gives us the illusion of knowing. We think we already know who we are, who others are, what situations mean, how life should unfold. This sense of knowing prevents us from actually seeing. The Buddha warned that certainty without awareness hardens into ignorance. When we think we already know, curiosity dies and clarity fades. Awareness reopens the mind. Emotional autopilot. Autopilot does not only affect thinking, it deeply shapes our emotional lives. A small trigger appears. An old emotion arises, a familiar reaction follows. Anger arises, and we become anger. Fear arises, and we become fear. Sadness arises, and we become sadness. All of this can happen without a single moment of awareness. The Buddha taught that suffering multiplies when we identify with emotions instead of seeing them clearly. Awareness creates a cruel shift. Emotion is present, but we are not lost in it. This shift changes everything. While autopilot creates suffering, autopilot life feels heavy because it removes choice. When awareness is absent, reactions feel automatic. Regret comes later. Patterns repeat. We say things we did not mean to say. We act in ways we later question. We feel trapped in habits we do not consciously choose. This sense of being controlled by emotion, thought, or circumstances experienced as suffering. The Buddha taught that freedom begins when awareness interrupts habit. The role of speed. Modern life moves fast, and speed strengthens autopilot. We rush from task to task, from thought to thought, from stimulation to stimulation. Speed leaves no space for awareness. The Buddha emphasized slowing down, not as laziness, but as wisdom. Slowness allows awareness to catch up with experience. Even a few seconds of conscious breathing can break the momentum of autopilot. Multitasking and fragmented attention. Multitasking feels productive, but it fragments awareness. When attention is divided, experience becomes shallow. Stress increases. Presence disappears. The mind jumps constantly, never fully resting anywhere. The Buddha taught one thing at a time, not as a rule, but as a natural expression of awareness. When awareness is whole, life feels simpler and clearer. Why we avoid awareness? Strangely, many people avoid awareness without realizing it. Why? Because awareness reveals discomfort we have been avoiding, emotions we have suppressed, truths we are not ready to face. Autopilot protects us from seeing too much at once. The Buddha taught gentleness. Awareness should not be forced. It should be invited slowly, with kindness. Awareness vs. control. Many people confuse awareness with control. Awareness does not try to fix experience. It does not try to improve the moment. It does not try to eliminate discomfort. It simply knows what is present. Paradoxically, this non-controlling presence allows natural change to occur. What is seen clearly often transforms on its own. Small moments of waking up. Awareness does not arrive all at once. It appears in brief moments, a pause before reacting, a breath noticed, a feeling recognized. These moments may seem insignificant, but they are seeds of liberation. The Buddha taught that even a single moment of awareness weakens ignorance. The difference between living and being alive. Autopilot allows us to survive. Awareness allows us to live. When awareness is present, colors seem brighter, sounds feel richer, left feels closer. Nothing magical has changed externally. The miracle is internal. Closing reflection for part 2. Autopilot is not an enemy. It is a habit born of conditioning and speed. Awareness does not fight autopilot. It gently interrupts it. Each interruption is a return to life. Seeing life clearly begins the moment we stop living on automatic and start being here. Part 3. Awareness and suffering. Seeing pain without becoming it. Pain is inevitable, suffering is not. One of the most radical teachings of the Buddha is also one of the most misunderstood. Pain is unavoidable, but suffering is optional. Every human life includes pain. Bodies age, illness appears, loss arrives, expectations fail. These experiences are not signs that something has gone wrong. They are part of being alive. Suffering begins when pain is met without awareness. Without awareness, pain quickly turns into stories. This should not be happening. Why me? I cannot bear this. With awareness, pain is still present, but it is not multiplied by resistance. The Buddha did not promise a life without pain. He taught a way to stop adding unnecessary suffering. The moment pain turns into suffering, pain becomes suffering at the exact moment we identify with it. A physical sensation appears. A difficult emotion arises. A painful thought enters the mind. Without awareness, the mind says, "This pain is me. This pain defines my life. This pain will never end." In that moment, pain expands beyond its original size. It spreads into fear, despair, and hopelessness. Awareness interrupts this process. It does not deny pain. It changes our relationship to pain, seeing pain clearly. Awareness allows us to see pain as it actually is. Sensation in the body, energy in motion, a changing experience. When pain is seen clearly, several truths become visible. Pain has a beginning. Pain has a changing texture. Pain often has an end. Even when pain persists, it is not static. It pulses, shifts, intensifies, softens. The Buddha taught that what we call pain is not one solid thing, but many moments arising and passing. Seeing this directly weakens suffering. The second arrow. The Buddha used a powerful metaphor to explain suffering. He said that when a person is struck by an arrow, they feel pain. This is unavoidable. But then, through resistance, fear, and identification, they shoot themselves with a second arrow. The second arrow is mental resistance, self-blame, catastrophic thinking, emotional struggle. Awareness removes the second arrow. The first arrow may still hurt, but the wound does not deepen. Awareness creates space. One of the greatest gifts of awareness is space. Between pain and reaction, awareness creates a gap. In that gap, we can breathe. We can soften. We can choose. Without awareness, pain and reaction feel fused. With awareness, they are seen as separate. This separation is not dissociation. It is clarity, emotional pain and awareness. Emotional pain often feels more overwhelming than physical pain because it is deeply tied to identity. A feeling arises. Rejection, shame, grief, fear. Without awareness, the feeling becomes, I'm rejected, I'm broken, I'm unlovable. Awareness gently reframes the experience. There is rejection being felt. There is shame present. There is grief here. This subtle shift prevents emotional pain from becoming a permanent identity, allowing pain without feeding it. Awareness does not suppress pain. It does not distract from pain. It does not analyze pain endlessly. It allows pain to be present without feeding it. Feeding pain means replaying the story, resisting the sensation, judging oneself for feeling it. Awareness simply stays. Paradoxically, pain that is allowed often softens faster than pain that is fought. Fear of pain is often worse than pain. Much suffering comes not from pain itself, but from fear of pain. We fear that pain will overwhelm us, that it will last forever, that it will destroy who we are. Awareness brings us back to the present moment, where pain is usually manageable. The Buddha taught that the mind suffers most when it projects pain into the future or magnifies it through imagination. Awareness brings pain back to nowhere. It is often smaller than we thought. Awareness and compassion for oneself. Seeing pain clearly naturally gives rise to compassion. When awareness is present, we stop blaming selves for suffering. We see pain as part of the human condition, not a personal failure. This compassion is not self-pity. It is gentle realism. The Buddha emphasized kindness toward one's own suffering as a foundation for wisdom. When pain does not go away, some pain is chronic, some losses are irreversible. Awareness does not magically erase these realities. But even here, awareness changes everything. Instead of fighting reality endlessly, awareness allows us to live alongside pain, adapt with wisdom, find peace within limitation. The Buddha taught that liberation does not require perfect conditions. It requires clear seeing. Awareness prevents despair. Despair arises when pain feels endless and meaningless. Awareness reveals that pain is changing, conditioned, not who we are. This seeing restores hope, not the hope that pain will disappear instantly, but the deeper hope that we are not trapped inside it. The quiet strength of awareness. Awareness is not dramatic. It does not announce itself loudly. Its strength is quiet. It allows us to sit with discomfort without collapsing. It allows us to feel deeply without drowning. It allows us to suffer less without denying reality. This is why the Buddha called awareness a path to liberation. Closing reflection for part 3. Pain will visit every life. Suffering does not have to stay. Awareness teaches us how to meet pain without becoming it, how to feel without being consumed, and how to remain human without being broken. Seeing pain clearly is not weakness. It is the beginning of freedom. Part 4. The miracle of awareness in daily life. Awareness is not limited to meditation. Many people believe that awareness belongs only on the meditation cushion. They imagine it requires silence, incense, and ideal conditions. The Buddha taught the opposite. Awareness is meant to be lived, not confined. It can be present while brushing teeth, while answering emails, while walking down the street, while feeling impatient. When awareness enters daily life, ordinary moments become places of insight. Eating with awareness. Eating is one of the simplest ways to see the power of awareness. Most of us eat while distracted, thinking, scrolling, rushing. Food becomes fuel, not experience. When awareness is present, we notice taste and texture. We recognize hunger and fullness. We sense gratitude for nourishment. The Buddha encouraged mindful eating not as a rule, but as a way to reconnect with the present moment. Even one aware bite can change the entire meal. Awareness in the body. The body is always in the present moment. Returning attention to the body is one of the fastest ways to awaken awareness. Awareness of the body. Tension we did not know we were holding. Signals of fatigue or stress. Subtle movements of breath and posture. The Buddha taught awareness of the body as a foundation because it grounds the mind and stabilizes attention. When the body is known, the mind settles. Walking as awareness. Walking is usually treated as a means to an end. We walk to arrive somewhere else. The Buddha taught walking as a practice. When walking with awareness, each step becomes complete. The mind slows down. The present moment feels sufficient. We are not trying to get away from life. We are arriving fully in it. Awareness in speech. Speech is a powerful area for awareness because words can create or reduce suffering. Without awareness, speech is reactive. Words escape before reflection. Tone becomes sharp. Regret follows. With awareness, speech becomes mindful. We pause before speaking. We notice intention. We listen more deeply. The Buddha taught right speech as an expression of awareness in action. Awareness in difficult moments. Daily life is not always calm. Stress, conflict, and frustration arise. Awareness does not disappear in difficulty. It becomes more important. In difficult moments, awareness helps us notice rising tension. Feel emotions without acting them out. Choose responses rather than reactions. Even a single conscious breath can prevent unnecessary suffering. The pause that changes everything. One of the most practical expressions of awareness is the pause. Between stimulus and response, awareness creates space. That space allows wisdom to enter, compassion to appear, habit to loosen. The Buddha emphasized mindfulness as a way to interrupt unconscious patterns. The pause is small, but its impact is profound. Awareness and technology. Modern technology constantly pulls attention outward. Phones, notifications, and endless information fragment awareness. The Buddha lived in a different time, but the principle remains relevant. Awareness asks, am I using this tool, or is it using me? Is attention scattered or intentional? Bringing awareness to technology use restores choice and balance. Awareness does not make life slower. Some fear that awareness will make life inefficient. In reality, awareness makes life clearer. When awareness is present, we waste less energy. We make fewer mistakes. We respond more effectively. Awareness does not remove action. It removes confusion. Small practices, big shifts. Awareness grows through small, consistent moments. Feeling the breath before answering the phone. Noticing the body before reacting. Listening fully for 1 minute. These moments accumulate. The Buddha taught that great transformation arises from steady attention, not dramatic effort. Awareness and joy. Awareness naturally reveals joy that was already present. We often chase joy while ignoring it. When awareness returns, sunlight feels warmer. Laughter feels lighter. Silence feels nourishing. Joy does not need to be manufactured. It is uncovered by presence, awareness, and fatigue. When tired, awareness helps us notice limits. Instead of pushing blindly, awareness invites rest, adjustment, kindness toward oneself. The Buddha emphasized balance over striving. Awareness protects energy. Awareness as a way of living. Eventually, awareness becomes less of a practice and more of a way of being. We are not aware all the time, but awareness returns more quickly, less feels, less rushed, less reactive, more intentional. This is the miracle of awareness in daily life, not perfection, but presence. Closing reflection for part 4. Daily life is not an obstacle to awareness. It is the field in which awareness matures. Each ordinary moment becomes an invitation to see clearly. The miracle is not elsewhere. It is here, waiting to be noticed. Part 5. Awareness, freedom, and compassion. Awareness naturally leads to freedom. Awareness is often misunderstood as mere observation. But the Buddha taught awareness as something far deeper. When awareness is sustained, freedom arises naturally. Not freedom from responsibility, not freedom from difficulty, but freedom from being controlled by habit, fear, and confusion. When we see clearly, we no longer move blindly. Freedom is not doing whatever we want. Many people imagine freedom as unlimited bestowing whatever feels good, avoiding whatever feels uncomfortable. The Buddha pointed to a different kind of freedom. True freedom is not about indulgence. It is about not being compelled. When awareness is present, we feel desire without being driven by it. We feel fear without obeying it. We feel anger without becoming it. This is inner freedom, awareness, and the end of inner slavery. Without awareness, the mind is ruled by automatic reaction, emotional conditioning, past wounds. We think we are choosing, but often we are only repeating. Awareness reveals these patterns without judgment. The moment a pattern is seen clearly, it begins to lose power. This is why the Buddha said that seeing clearly is already liberation. Awareness softens the sense of self. Much suffering comes from a rigid sense of me. My pain, my story, my success, my failure. Awareness gently loosens this structure. Instead of "I'm angry," we see anger as present. Instead of "I'm broken," we see pain is here. This shift does not erase personality. It removes unnecessary suffering. Freedom from identity. When identity softens, criticism hurts less. Praise intoxicates less. Change becomes easier. We stop defending an image and start living reality. The Buddha taught non-self not as a philosophy, but as a lived experience through awareness. Awareness and compassion are not separate. True compassion does not come from moral effort alone. It arises naturally from awareness. When we see clearly, we see suffering without blaming. We see confusion without hatred. We see pain without judgment. Awareness reveals that others struggle much like we do. Compassion is not added on. It flows naturally from clear seeing. Compassion without burnout. Without awareness, compassion turns into overgiving, rescuing, emotional exhaustion. With awareness, compassion includes wisdom. We learn when to help, when to step back, when to say no. The Buddha taught compassion with boundaries. Awareness protects compassion from becoming self-destruction. Awareness in relationship. In relationships, awareness changes everything. Instead of reacting immediately, we notice tone, intention, emotional triggers. Awareness allows listening without preparing defense, speaking without aggression, loving without control. Relationships become less about winning and more about understanding. Awareness and forgiveness. Forgiveness becomes possible when awareness sees clearly. We begin to see how pain was passed on, how ignorance shaped actions, how suffering creates suffering. Forgiveness does not excuse harm. It releases the burden of carrying hatred. Awareness makes forgiveness an act of freedom, not obligation. Awareness in a changing world. The world is uncertain. Loss, instability, and change are unavoidable. Awareness does not remove uncertainty. It removes panic. When awareness is present, we respond instead of collapse. We adapt instead of resist. We remain human instead of hardening. The Buddha taught awareness as the refuge that does not disappear. The deep peace of seeing clearly. Peace is not the absence of noise or conflict. It is the absence of inner resistance. Awareness reveals this moment is survivable. This feeling is workable. This life is livable. Peace arises not from control, but from understanding. Awareness as a lifelong path. Awareness is not something we perfect once and for all. There will be forgetting. There will be reactivity. There will be struggle. The practice is gentle returning. Each return strengthens clarity. Each moment of seeing weakens confusion. The Buddha taught awakening as a process, not a single event. What remains when awareness is stable? When awareness becomes familiar, something subtle but profound remains. Simplicity, humility, kindness, inner steadiness. Life may still be complex, but the heart is no longer overwhelmed. This is the miracle of awareness. Final reflection. Seeing life clearly. Seeing life clearly does not mean understanding everything. It means meeting life as it is, without distortion. Awareness does not promise a perfect life. It offers a real one. And in reality, lived clearly, freedom and compassion naturally arise.